Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to collect all your Fortbytes in less than 24 hours. Now this was a guide that I actually started doing yesterday and completed yesterday in about 5 hours. For those that know me, I always leave my Fortbytes to last minute, and that's the same with any challenges in Fortnite. I've left all my challenges to last minute, including the Omega ones in Season 4. Yes, I grinded out for near enough 3 days straight to get them lights on my Omega, so, you know, this was almost as bad as that, but not as many hours. So, let's get into this and show you guys exactly how to collect all the Fortbytes in less than 24 hours, even if you've already collected them and you just want to know for some reason, or you are like me and you've left all your challenges to last minute and you're very nervous that you're not going to complete them. So the first thing you want to do is actually jump onto your Fortbytes. Now once you're on your Fortbytes, you want to pick a few Fortbytes which you know you're going to be collecting. For example, right now I'm changing my skin to a skin that I require for this. Do consider that you do need the battle pass and almost all your weekly challenges finished, including the tier 100 as well on the battle pass to gain access to most of these Fortbytes. That's something you just need. I assume the majority of you have tier 100. If not, you'll have to avoid some of the Fortbytes until you get tier 100, but you can almost collect the majority of them. Just a quick one, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. Roughly 70% of you guys watching right now aren't already subscribed, and it'd be absolutely awesome to see you guys joining me in Season 10 content on map changes, storyline, tips and tricks, challenges, and a lot more. So consider hitting that subscribe button and you will be kept up to date with all that sort of content. So what I'm doing right now is allocating myself a bunch of Fortbytes which I'm going to be collecting this game in the set region. Now how am I selecting the region? Well, this is something that I've noticed is quite difficult on YouTube. If you're watching YouTube tutorials for Fortbytes, you kind of just end up going in one game, collecting one, respawning and doing that 100 times, and that can definitely take longer than 24 hours if you get killed every time you land. So the technique I'm using right here is actually using two websites online. The two websites I'm using is one from Pro Game Guides and another one from a Reddit user called the Squatting Dog. I will link them both down below and we'll get into the tutorial on exactly how to do this. So the first thing I recommend doing is circling or marking your Fortbytes to collect, or kind of printing off maybe the map or screenshotting it and then splitting your screens in two and having that located on the left. So what I've done is I've circled a bunch of Fortbytes which I'm going to be locating, or you can just memorize them. I did that a few times, and you can see here I use the guide on the right hand side to actually locate where the Fortbyte is, and I've just done it in perfect time. So I've selected the guide, selected the one that I need to find, number 40, which is here, and then when I click on number 40 it tells me the exact location to get, and that's the one I've just collected. So a pretty awesome technique. Now the next one I'm going for is number 91. So I'll go on here and I'll search for 91. Some of them are a little bit unordered, which is kind of annoying, but the majority of them are from 1 to 100. Some of them are at the bottom though, the ones that you don't find. So here you see the guide for 91. I'm heading slowly towards 91 on the map, and I'll actually collect this one. In this gameplay that we're watching right now, I managed to collect 7 Fortbytes using this technique in one game. It's key though at the start to allocate yourself a bunch of Fortbytes that you're going to be collecting. The easiest way of doing this is evaluating the map, which I showed you guys from Pro Gaming Guides, and looking at where all the Fortbytes are and then picking off which ones you need to collect. I recommend checking them on the Reddit source first though, because some of them you may require a certain back bling, skin, glider, contrail to collect these Fortbytes. So do check them on the right hand side before you jump into the game, because you could find yourself only being able to collect 3 of the 5 because you require a certain back bling, emote, or a certain thing to actually collect them. So the next one I'm going to is actually located at the ice cream parlor, which is number 6. So again, I use the tutorial, go to number 6, find it on here, and it tells me that I need to use this emote, which I know I have because I'm tier 100 on the battle pass. So I simply go to the ice cream place, I go to this place and just grab it. It's very easy to do, and yeah, this technique works really well if you know what you're doing and comparing these two things. You can draw on a map using PowerPoint, Word, any software that allows you to put circles, arrows, dots, anything that you can just draw, paint, anything, Photoshop. You can draw on to these maps by taking a screenshot to actually allocate yourself a route which you want to go to. The next one I'm going to is actually in Salty Springs, so I look on the map, compare it, number 72, I go down and find number 72. So once I find that, I press it and I look where it is. By the way, it looks like it's in a flipped over red truck, so I'm going to go straight to that location inside of Salty Springs. Now do consider that enemies are always around you. You've got to try and avoid enemies. So the way I do this is by using a glider, redeploy to kind of move quicker, a baller if I had one, any sort of vehicle or anything that increases transport, like the impulse grenades as well. They help a lot as well, anything like that, so you can kind of get away quite easily. Also, with me being very efficient with all my challenges, which is key in this tutorial, I managed to grab the cake there as well. And the next one I'm going to is located inside of Fatal Fields, and it's actually, or just on the outside, number 34. Now, there are a few that I did miss on this tutorial, on this run. I could have probably got some extra ones in, but I think 7 enough is really kind of what you need. I don't think you need any more than 7. If you start grabbing more than 7, you can see here it's located number 34. If you start grabbing more than 7, I think you really are doing really well, but 7's enough. Technically, you don't need to play many games at all. You've played 10 games and you should have got 70 Fortbytes, then a few extra, you would have completed it in about 15 games, depending on if you got killed, maybe 20 games, and you should be able to do that in less than 24 hours if you're just concentrating on Fortbytes, sorry. So yeah, very easy to do. Here I'm just collecting a few resources, marking the next one I need to go and collect, which is number 79. So if we go and find number 79 on our list here, we can see it here. There's the location of it. The reason I recommend using this Reddit source rather than using the Pro Guides one is because the Reddit source gives you a quick screenshot and a quick overview of where the location is. It tells you the exact coordinate, H6, and then it gives you a screenshot of the building it's in. And if you know the Fortnite map to a certain extent like I do, you'll probably be able to find these buildings instantly and get straight to these Fortbytes. If you are struggling a little bit though, the Pro Guides does have a bunch of YouTube links in as well. The downside with it, you have to physically scroll down throughout the entire website. There are no hyperlinks to the Fortbyte, and that's why I recommend using both of these two alongside each other. Now, the next one I'm going to is number 59. So again, I'll go on my guide, I'll select it on here. I know there's a player near me, so I've got to be careful to avoid him. And I'll go to number 59. You can see it here, I've got it on my guide. I look here, support, you can obviously support the creator if you want to. Much respect to this guy, he absolutely rocks. Or you can support me with code postboxpat for telling you guys exactly how to do this. But yes, we have H6 right here, and simply you just land him, and you can get this Fortbyte here once you get to this area. You don't even need to land in. In the situation I'm in, I just run straight in, and I know where the building is, I know where it is. It's down in the kitchen, so I go straight down to the kitchen, I break in, I do a little emote that they require me to do. It actually requires me to either do a spray or throw up one of the emojis, so I simply just do that really quickly, and you know, really easily done, and you've simply done it, you know, easy challenge, easy run. I've managed to do 7 in one game, so very efficient there, guys. Very efficient, and I managed to do all my Fortbytes in less than 5 hours, which was just insane. Like, I did not expect that at all. It's just crazy. So the next video I've got for you guys is just me collecting 2 of my last Fortbytes that I needed. But one thing I just want to make is a few honorable mentions. Now, there are a few different Fortbytes that are a lot difficult, well, a lot more difficult to get compared to the other ones. I'll show them on here. For example, number 88. This actually requires you to search within an area within a set chunk, which is J3. Quite a difficult one because the Fortbyte can be located randomly anywhere. It took me about 10 minutes to find mine because it was hidden right on the edge of the map. I didn't expect it to be there. But if you're struggling to find it, simply back out and rejoin the game, and you should be able to have a chance at collecting that again. A few other honorable mentions that are quite hard to complete is number 82. This one actually requires 4 people or 3 people to stand on these squares. The easiest way I did this was by using vehicles to turn on the buttons. I actually put quad crashers and stuff like that over this so I could collect these. Very easily to do. Some tips and tricks there for that one there on number 82. These are the more difficult ones, by the way, guys. These are the sort of ones where you will probably spend quite a while trying to complete because they just are really solid, and they do take a little bit of time to kind of get your head around on exactly how to do them. The other one was raise the disco ball. Obviously that just requires a friend. That's in the villain base. I personally have left that one to last. That's the last Fortbyte I've got to do on my list of making this video. It's the only one I've got left, so I just need to grab someone, hop into a game and grab that Fortbyte. It shouldn't be that difficult at all to be able to do. There are a bunch of Fortbytes though that do require you to search in certain areas. There is one that requires you to kind of search an area with a pigeon around it, or not a pigeon, it's a parrot, a flying circling parrot inside the forest. Very simple to do. You just look for the circling parrot. It's actually located between the volcano and the stone people. That's probably one of the more difficult ones, but once you've got the more difficult ones out of the way, which I just do generally on the way to the others, you're basically sorted and you don't need to worry at all about any of these challenges. Like, honestly guys, these challenges are so easy to complete if you do this technique. Doing this in less than 24 hours was insane. I didn't think it was possible. I've not seen anyone do it yet online, so I thought, I haven't exactly shown you guys me doing all 100 in less than 24 hours, but I've given you guys my tutorial. You've got to take my word for it. It's absolutely insane. It's worth doing because it just allows you to do all of these in such a quick amount of time. Like, you just don't expect this to happen at all, and it really does help out. Like, honestly, it's just amazing. These tutorials are super at helping you guys collect all of these locations in an extreme amount of efficient time. I know how nervous it can get when you leave your challenges to the last day, and there are so many challenges in Fortnite right now. We've got the Fortbytes, you've got your weekly challenges, you've got your battle pass tiers, you've got your birthday challenges, you've got your overtime challenges, you've got the singularity helmets. If you've not already collected them, you need to get them as well because they're getting taken out of the game. There is so much stuff that you need to collect this season, which won't be here next season. It's absolutely insane. So that's why I thought I'd make this guide for anyone out there who is extremely struggling with their Fortbytes. I do really hope this has helped you out because, you know, it's helped me out. The hope is there for everybody. You can do it, and I know you guys can collect all your Fortbytes. I managed to do it in less than 24 hours, and I know you guys can too. It's all about doing these runs efficiently. This game here is one of my last few, so this was about I think it's my 15th or 16th game of collecting the Fortbytes, and these were the last two I needed other than the disco ball one. So these two were just easy for me to get. Again, I used the same technique which I just ran through for the 7 Fortbytes which I collected in one game. I've had better games. I had 8, I had 9 in one, but the 7 one was a pretty solid one, and it was in a short space of time. That's why I thought I'd add it in today's video. But it's efficient, it's really good. Try it out for yourself, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are struggling or need any help. I'll try and get back to a few of you guys, but the links are down below to these two sources. Quick advice though, you will need 2 tabs open for this to work. You're going to need probably a mobile device, a kind of a computer, a tablet. I don't know 100% what you're gonna need, but the majority of you will probably already be onto that. If you need 2 things, you can print one thing off, leave it on the other, or just do whatever you need to do to complete these Fortbytes. You've got to get them done, guys. You've got to collect all the stuff. You know, when this season's over, all the items will no longer be available in Fortnite. It's just like the Omega. I had to grind it. I managed to do it, and that's what I've done in this game. Challenge efficiency is key. If there are any other challenges like weekly challenges or birthday challenges like I'm doing right here in the same area, do consider completing them because they really do help you boost your challenge, guys. And obviously doing that helps you guys get everything as quickly as possible in Fortnite Battle Royale. So if you made it right to the end of the video, comment down below birthday cake. Much love and respect to everyone who has enjoyed today's guide. And if you've already completed your Fortbytes, I have no idea why you've watched this entire video, but congratulations, you've made it to the end. Thank you very much. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you're new around here, stick around for daily Fortnite content. I produce daily Fortnite content on a wide range of content, from map changes, storyline, tips and tricks, and challenges. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And once again, this is postboxpat signing out.